Where you were doesn't define where you're going or how you're going to serve. It's just where you were. What we are talking about today is the one tiny thing that I do that keeps my entire business running. The one tiny thing that I do that keeps my entire business running. And you guys know I do a lot of stuff. Like at any given time, I've got like laundry list of things that are going on. Okay, you guys? First things first, subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe, you like this video, you comment on the video. Make sure you do all of those things, you guys, because I think we can all agree, if you've watched me more than once, everyone needs to hear this stuff. Everyone on the planet needs to hear this stuff, okay, you guys? And so whenever you engage in a video like this, what you're doing is you're pushing it up on the algorithm so other people can be blessed by it as well, okay, you guys? So again, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when new videos come on, like, comment, engage, share, do all of the things, okay, you guys? So let's go ahead and get at it. The one tiny thing that I do that keeps my entire business running, you guys, it's time blocking. Now, don't hear that and then say like, oh, well, I'll just I'll just go search time blocking and try to figure it out. Just listen to me. This is going to be a short video. Listen to me. I'll tell you exactly how I do it. I don't know that everybody does it the same. I'm going to tell you exactly how I do it. We have a massive business and we run it straight off of me time blocking. Okay, you guys? I work about an hour a day. I have my family. I have friends, you know, like I spend time with friends. I spend time with family. I have my me time. I have time to work on strategy and stuff like that. Like this is my entire life, but like my business is run on time blocking. Okay, you guys? So time blocking to me, and I can't show you like my entire thing here, but this is my schedule for today, okay? The way that I break things down, even if they're massive things, here's what happens. I break them down into bite-sized pieces, okay? Now, what does bite-sized pieces mean? It means something I believe I can get done in 15 minutes or less, okay? Yesterday, I talked on a video about, doing things in 5 minutes a day. If that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do. It is what it is. Don't judge how much time you have, okay? Just know that that's how much time you have, so that's how much time you have to get things done, okay? So you break it into bite-sized pieces. So if I have a big thing like writing a book, okay? Well, if I have that big thing, then the outline of the book is something that I believe I can get done in about 15 minutes. The first thing for you to realize is that in 15 minutes, you can get, dare I say, an hour or 90 minutes worth of work done with a clearly focused 15 minutes. Okay, you guys? I'm not kidding. It is amazing what you can get done, but here are the things that you have to do. You have to turn off your notifications for social media. You have to turn off all the dings and the whistles and everything that's vying for your attention. You have to make sure that you're in a room. Lock yourself in, okay? If you have little kids running around, lock yourself in a room. Make sure somebody's watching the kids. Lock yourself in a room. And set your timer for 15 minutes. Turn off all notifications, X out of all social media if you're on your laptop or something, X out of that stuff so it's not even trying to vie for your attention, okay? You need to purely focus on just the thing that you need to work on. Yesterday, I worked on a massive strategic plan for an entire business, okay? Like a huge brand, you would know who they are. I worked on an entire huge strategy for like massive strategy. You guys, I got it done in 45 minutes of 15-minute time blocking. 45 minutes. And this is going to run that company up until probably $1 billion company. Okay? 45 minutes. So that is like true focus and just It's focus. And for us as women, it's hard to find that focus whenever you don't intentionally let yourself have it, okay? You have to set aside time just for that focus. So you guys, what I do is I set my timer on my phone. I set my timer on my phone for 15 minutes, okay? And I know I'm going to get X, Y, and Z done in 15 minutes. And then sometimes I get it done in a lot less time than that. Like I thought yesterday was going to take an hour or an hour and a half. I gave myself 2 hours to complete this thing and I got it done in 45 minutes, okay? But that's because I knew I had time block. I knew I had more than enough time. I did my 15-minute time blocks and all of a sudden it's just done. And I was like, oh, well, shoot, I'm going to go get some more coffee. Right? I'm going to go do something else. I got an hour and 15 minutes to just play. So time blocking, you guys, 15 minutes. What you do is you break up a big activity into smaller activities. So what that looks like, you guys, is if you're writing a book, so it looks like the outline, okay? And then the outline, the very first chapter, you're going to outline that first chapter. And then you outline the second chapter and the third chapter and the fourth chapter and all of that, okay? And then whenever you go to do it, you time block writing it. Write it for 15 minutes. Write the first chapter for 15 minutes. If it takes longer than 15 minutes, it takes longer than 15 minutes. What you're doing is you're giving yourself grace to hit goals, okay? You're giving yourself this time, block to be able to work and actually hit that goal. So when you get to 15 minutes, regardless of whether you're done with the chapter or not, makes no difference. You've worked 15 minutes on that thing that you wouldn't have done before. Okay? That's the thing. So whenever people see time blocking, my fear is that people see time blocking and they're like, oh, time blocking. I see that all the time, but right? Well, you do because it works. Okay? And if you're like, I don't really care about that, right? If that's how you feel about it, you guys, then you're not going to do it. If you don't do it, you don't push the needle on your business. If you don't push the needle on your business, you're not going to see success. If you don't see success, your people are not going to be served by you, period. That's the domino effect. And that's on you. And that's simply because you could not set aside the time to actually do the things that needed to happen. And it's not difficult. We spend way too much time thinking of reasons why we can't do something. We spend, I'm going to say it again, way too much time as people thinking about reasons we can't do something. Oh, they're better than me at that. Oh, this person already has this market locked down. There's nothing for me to do in this industry or whatever. They're better than I am. I don't deserve this. With things that I've done in my life, people don't expect this from me, so I don't get to show up in this way. You guys, those are all lies. Those are all lies. If we want to talk about my history, I was a terrible alcoholic. Okay? Bad. I had panic attacks. I was not nice to people. Whenever I was drinking, I was not nice to people, you guys. All of those things could have been a wet blanket on my purpose. They could have been. I could have, whenever I decided that I want to show up in the world and I want to show people how to really live out their purpose and their true authenticity, I could have thought about those things in my past and thought, I just can't do this. People are going to be like, I know who you really are. But here, look at how I get to show up now. And I get to show up like this is who I really am. And that was a journey I went through. And that is a thing that I had to go through. And that is a thing that other people have to go through as well. But here's the thing, is where you were doesn't define where you're going or how you're going to serve. It's just where you were. But if we let that completely define our entire lives, you guys, then we're not going to show up. And if we don't show up, people don't change. And if we don't show up, then we can't point to the person, the God, that did all of this for us in the first place. There are no miracles without issues. It doesn't look like a miracle if it doesn't come from something that looks impossible. Somebody would have looked at me back in the day when I was drinking and whatever. Somebody would have looked at me back then. If they knew me then and they know me now, they've seen miracles. They've seen miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle, you guys. And the reason that they have seen that is because I continue to show up. If I want to sit back there and lick my wounds about the life that I had, I do not show up and show people the miracles that are happening in my world every honking day, you guys. Yesterday alone, I got invited and accepted a role onto a reality TV show. You guys, what? And the reality TV show is literally built around ways to change the world in a positive way, to positively impact the world. I can't imagine anything better for me specifically to be in. That person would not have emailed me. I would not have had that call with that person yesterday if I were not showing up in my own truth and that was my life. But here's where I am now, you guys. They wouldn't have even known to reach out to me, and now what do I get to do? Now I get to show the entire world what it looks like. It's not just me on my YouTube channel or me in my office. It's going to be me on a reality show showing people what God's grace looks like. So where are you? Right? Where are you? Are you doing this? Are we showing up? It's our job. Just make sure that you're time blocking, you guys. That's how you move from paralysis to being able to do something. Even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 15 minutes a day, however much time it is, you guys, move from nowhere, from nothing, from stagnant, from stopped, from not going to, okay, I'm going to move a little bit here, and I'm going to move a little bit here, and I'm going to move a little bit here. You guys, there's a link to my group, and it's in the description of this video. Go into that group, go into the units section. I have a 90-day run to turn your side gig into your main gig. That gives you daily action items. You are literally in a group of people that are all moving the same direction. And do you know how hard it is to stand still in a mob of people all moving in one direction? It's nearly impossible. If you're ready to do this, just join that group. You don't have to pay anything. Just join that group and let's start making some moves, you guys. Let's start making